is what I like. Laying on the beach with sunlight in my eyes, laughing with my friends under the sky, following our hearts and then we take a ride. Wherever, I always try to let my spirit fly, fly away. That's the only way to get that high, high, always. If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble, yeah. 'Cause I don't wanna fight pieces for love, I'm not backing down. If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle.
Hello, how's it going?
How you getting on?
Not too bad, not too bad. How's things?
The very best. At least this time I'm in the corner of the field. It might be in the buggy watching you, but at least I'm fit to get out this time, whereas the last time we caught up with you, you were combining.
That's right. Hey, that was a while ago.
I was, we landed out there earlier on just to see how you were getting on with the slurry, and you were in a few challenging fields there, Adam.
Aye, that's right. Hey, ground was just it was dry-ish. It just wasn't 100%. It was just a bit testing now, just to try and get it done.
Well, I suppose, look, we're almost into the middle of March at this stage. We're at the end of the first week, and we wanted to catch up with you because we went on a wee tour, Gary and I, not that long ago, down to McElderry's, and we wanted to get a look at the new 8S Massey, and you've bought, I think you've bought one of the first ones that they sold, and you now have it and are running it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to come and ask you what you thought of it.
At the start, I didn't know what I was like, what have they done? But hey, she's out. We decided, me and the brothers, whenever we were buying the ones for the year, we thought we would. You can't judge a tractor unless you try her out for yourself. So we decided that we would buy one. We bought the 265. It just didn't hurt me as bad as I thought it was going to be, you know. But she's warm to me. Yeah. She's 100%. There's nothing wrong with her. The big part from us was just a good, reliable tractor, very fuel efficient, can go out and do a day's work, zero hassle. Every man can jump on driver. You know, it's not a whole send them away to a course sort of thing. She's very user friendly. There's a couple of things in her that in the past we thought maybe if Massey looked into this more, we would say maybe it would be more benefit or better. And Massey, they've listened, they've did it, and no, she's a good tractor. Yeah, definitely. We at the start or at the moment, we're very happy with her. Yeah.
I know you were saying just to me earlier on there, and that you yourself haven't got much time in the tractor, but there's some things about it that you really like, and then there's a couple of things that you're kind of looking to see. And one of the things you said you were looking forward to the most coming through is the VT, the Dyna VT. It's not an option on them just yet.
Not yet. There's 6 VTs there now. 319s, 87, the 18, and what's the other one? The 20. We have 6 varios. We love the vario. Touch wood, we have never had an issue with a vario transmission in a Massey tractor. I could regret that, but we have never had a problem with a variable transmission in any of our tractors. So for that there, it's bulletproof to us, and we think it's the best option to say. If someone doesn't give you problems, it's the way to go, you know.
Yes, I understand. And the tractor that you're in today is probably where a lot of hardcore Massey men took a wee bit of coming round to the new one, because a lot of hardcore Massey men feel that sort of 7719 you're in there with the Dyna VT was kind of perfection, and we even experienced that last year, and like Gary absolutely loved the 7719 that came out from Michael Derry's a wee while, the Dyna VT. So it's understandable that a few guys are thinking that way, but time moves along, and you say that Massey listened to a few things. Could you give us an idea of what would you say the improvement is in the new one?
Hey, a sample was blowing heat round your feet. Whenever the weather was -4, -5, and you're out piping slurry, running about in old wellies that are quite cold, which you had to wear because either that you'd be clean. No, blowing heat in around your feet, your spool valves, your joystick, your fingertips, all inter-configurable, you know.
Now, I know you guys aren't the biggest guys in the world when it comes to physical size, but that was the one thing I thought about the 8S when we get a wee look at it, was the cab. The size difference of the cab is day and night.
You get set on, and you can nearly do from just the back one to even as like the back one to here, you know, I'd have about a foot, 8 inches to a foot away. And that 8S, you could be chatting maybe a foot and a half. You won't touch the front window screen, which we laugh, that was the brilliant, because my father, if he was pumping, he has the wildest notion of putting his feet up in the front window, and I can't. It drives me crazy. And I remember the day he says, "There you go, Dad, take you the 8S around, see what you think here." And we says, "Dad, what do you think of her?" He says, "Oh, well, nice and spacious, but I can't get my feet to go up anywhere." I says, that's the job for you here. I says, "That'll keep you from putting your feet up that front window." You driving her down the road, I'll tell you exactly what you feel like. She gives you a self-propelled harvester effect. You know, you see you're sitting here, you're kind of part of the tractor as such, if you know what I mean. You're kind of looking straight out. With her with the front window, you're nearly looking over your front wheels, if you know what I mean. No. The visual, you could see everything. Like, you really could. Hey, I have to give it now. Their cab is phenomenal. Now their cab is excellent. Hey, inside out though, the cab for visual wise, hey, can't be beat.
Well, do you think, is there much difference between the Dyna 6 box that you just know that, or this new Dyna 7? I'm assuming that's the official title for what the new one is, Dyna 7, or is it just much of a much?
I'll tell you what I loved, to be fair, about the Dyna 7 over the Dyna 6. The Dyna 6, right, you set off your takeoff gear. It's whatever, 3C, 3B, whatever implement you have beyond, or you set her to the weight you take off in a roundabout or whatever, you know. Dyna 7, I was thinking, you're dabbing, you know, when you're dabbing. So whenever I heard of an extra gear, I was like, that's more dabbing again, you know, up a gear. But on their gear stick, right, you dab her forward once, right, you know, up one gear. But if you extend past that, you know, in the gear stick, you push right forward. There's a wee lump, as we call it. No, there's a wee kind of wee pressure point, you know, you push there, which actually jumps your tractor up 2 gears. So you're driving down the road, you're like, say 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D, 4E, which is 7 gears. But if you push your joystick right forward, it then becomes 3.5 gears, if you know what I mean.
So joystick out the window kind of job when you're in a panic.
Oh, Dad thinks it's a very, he hurls it forward, and you're like, oh, nah, just. Lo and behold, he's back out of her again. There's a new mode in her now, which is auto, which it sounds auto for Dyna 7, like what it is off your foot pedal, but it's not. When you imply auto in that tractor, you couldn't, she is unbelievably smooth. So you jump on her right auto, away I go. You bang the joystick forward, no feet, no, your feet don't even have to touch any pedals. She'll engage herself, whatever preset speed you ever set at 40k, 50k, 10k, whatever. She will then go to that speed. She then doesn't take off in a gear, she takes off in a speed, which is the same as a Vario. So whatever speed you wanted her to take off at, you then preset that to where you go. Vice versa, coming up the road end or whatever, dab the joystick, no feet, no nothing, dab the joystick right back. She then brings herself down the gears herself, but it's not a gear effect. It's a hold back effect, if you understand me. You would swear, if you didn't really concentrate on the movement a wee bit, you would swear you ran a Vario, you know what I mean? So, and that set the Dyna 7 with that there extra things that they put on her with the auto and all on it, and the 2-step jump up and the gears, you know, to be fair, that was another massive tick in the box, you know?
It sounds like, for you guys, now that you are getting over your initial shock at the shape, you obviously sounds like you think it's a very good tractor, and you know there's a lot of things Massey has done a wee bit different that suits you guys moving forward.
Oh, definitely. Massey says that was their plan. They wanted to bring in the Tier 4 and then the auto steer, and then they wanted to bring a Datatronic 4 screen, move it up to a Datatronic 5 screen, which is the same what's in the 87, which is the same what's in the 8S. From a 7.6 to a 7.7 to a 7.7S to a 7.719 to no, I mean, you can see the way they've brought it all with them to the 8S, where I believe if they have the Vario or the Dyna E, now of course I'm not going to say nothing wrong with the Dyna 7. In certain jobs it suits perfectly. With that kind of horsepower, that tractor is probably going to be more used for the field work, which therefore I thought the Vario would have been the perfect gearbox for that.
Yes, well, I listen. I totally understand that, and but as I say, as you say, it's not just available yet, and it's giving you guys an opportunity to get a real good feel for the tractor, because you know, the point being is that whenever it does be released and you like the tractor, there's going to be a few of them ordered. Let's be realistic, because like I've lost count at the number of tractors you boys are running now.
Some days, so do we. We just don't tell the women. It's kind of like you'd ring up and go and put that in the insurance. Where does she come from? Oh, we need her. It's just every wife and your friend's the same. Oh, we need her. But to be honest with you, if you went into our yard right now, like I wouldn't have a tractor for the diet feeder. No, everything's out. Like,
yous are busy. I mean, what use of how long now? You did sort of tell me, but I kind of forget. I know the 8S is spreading down, and that's what we're coming to get a look at. I know, is the other big girl ploughing somewhere?
The 87's away ploughing, yep, she's starting to plough today. Chrissy's going in her. The 8S is away to dung. The 435's loading her, she's away to dung. I have a pipe and pump here.
Yeah.
I have 3 tankers and a pipe and trailer up in Newton Stewart. I have 3 tankers and a pipe in Donamana. I have 4 tankers and a pipe and trailer in Dungiven.
That's four piping systems.
Yeah,
now,
4 piping systems.
Now I'm not, call me crazy, but I thought historically it was 3. Have you increased one this year or last year? Or?
Last year we kind of went out there a very odd day and did a wee bit. Just relieves the pressure. This year just things progressed on. The spell weller came in. It was a weller, you know what I mean? It was a weller brought the work on. So I know we've been out with the 4 systems now a couple of weeks now, to be fair, and the ground's still sticky, you know. It's still like the long days have only really started now, but.
And you see there, I'm just picking up. So I called out to see you. I see there's a little bit of a mix there. You have a Slurry cat reeler in the front, but your dribble bar and your back reeler there is Equip.
Yep. James.
I suppose when you 4 Slurry outfits, or do you bits and pieces of different things, or do you try and lean all towards the one, or what way do you operate that?
Hey, we get on the best with James. James is an absolute gentleman. Like
He is a good fella, James.
We
Yeah.
really have all the time in the world for James. Hey, but in the same sense, a boy up there in Oma, Jared Barrett, who contracts as well as a dealer for Slurry Cat, he does all the servicing on our pumps and all, and you have to give it to him. That man there as well, he would go over and above. He would open the store on a Sunday to help. And no, to be honest,
Yeah.
that's everything. No, for us personally, backup is massive for us. It's massive for, I'm sure, every contractor. You know, you can have all the best things in the world, but you bet your bottom dollar they'll break down. No matter how much you service it, no matter how much you pamper it, it'll break.
Yes.
So-
oh, absolutely.
If you, no, it's only my opinion, don't get me wrong, but if you have a supplier or a dealer like James or Jared, you know, that would are absolutely, you know, they're first class. They are like.
That means you like the Doda pump, which Slurry Cat are the main agents for.
Yeah,
you like
yeah.
you like the equip on the terms of the dribble bar then.
Hi, that's as honest. We really do like the Dodo pumps for pressure. To be fair, like and the equipped double bars never have given us bother. Hey, the mastuators are absolutely, my honest opinion, can't be touched.
That must be a fairly new 12 metre you're on there, right? That must be reasonably new there, Adam.
That there is, this is their, no, she's fresh, yep, she's only really came, yep.
I see that slightly. Have you any older ones of the equip, or is they all the same? Is that the new type macerator there?
Yep, no, I have two of these, and then the other ones are Slurry Cats.
Oh yes, so they're very easy to get in and looked about now. There's no question about that.
Oh, like, people say mastuators will cut up everything, you know, and I'm not the only disagree. There's mastuators out there that'll cut up more so than ours, but in the same instance, I would be a believer, you know, there's thick slurry. The thing that blocks mastuators, in my opinion, thick slurry would block the air breather, and then whenever you block the air breather, it causes an impulse to your trouble bar. Whenever it causes an impulse to the trouble bar, then the slurry is not distributed equally across the full 12 metres. So pop in, 19mm spanner is all you need, and I literally could listen to a song on the radio and have my two mastuators cleaned out and closed up again. Like foreign objects, stones, bolts, you know, mastuators will cut anything, but they won't cut that.
Well, tell me one thing, and then I think we're going to disappear off. Not that we don't mind your company or anything, but we really want to see this AS here. I suppose not going to say too much, but are you big push on? Is there any big changes for the silage season? Any new plant coming? Or are we not talking about that? Hint, hint.
No, that's right. I would say me up here, if I went down closer to you, I'd say you'd be standing with some grin on your face there now.
No, but joking aside, we really can't wait till silage season kicks off this year, and I think you know, and I know you'll be one of the first places we'll be looking to come and see. But we'll say no more at this time.
We'll just say you like to come for my company. We'll say that, sure, at the minute.
Oh, aye. That day might not be for your company, but we'll not say. I don't want to fall out with you, like.
I would say you'll not be too worried about me that day.
Well, look, Adam, thank you very much, and we'll be in touch shortly. And here, you know what I'm going to tell you, a couple of months, and hopefully we'll be back out stood in the field with a few big harvesters roaring.
Aye, hopefully they're roaring anyway, that's for sure. We'll say that.
We've been driving around, singing songs for too long because we wanna. Picking up our love friends, fill up the car to live best because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up at the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone. Attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long.